Welcome back to Career Accelerator Tuesday. I'm Lauren Simonetti. Thank you for joining us. Dr. Woody is here on set with me. Hi, Dr. Woody.
How are you?
And we're talking about corporate warriors and this new trend of integrating wellness in the workplace. Since we work at least 8 hours a day, 5 days a week as it is, that's something we have to be thinking about.
We spend most of our waking hours working, and guess what? Health does matter at work. It's becoming a bottom line issue. And I'd say over the last decade, companies are spending more time really thinking about it. And recent data from the Healthways Wellbeing Assessment found that the #1 statistical impact on performance at work is physical health. Yeah. So in other words, physical health actually impacts bottom line.
Eating healthy, not being tired,
right.
working out.
And also, according to the folks at Seitlin Insurance, 50 to 70% of health claims are lifestyle related.
Oh, that's interesting.
So in other words...
So it's actually better for the business's bottom line if their employees are going to the doctor and...
All across the board. It makes sense. So a lot of our health issues may be self-inflicted, and those self-inflicted health issues are going to cause trouble with bottom line, and they're going to impact performance at work. So,
like, you know, you don't have a lot of time to get lunch, and McDonald's is close by, so you eat a Big Mac every other day.
You go for what's easy, right.
And that makes you overweight and creates all sorts of health problems.
That, smoking, all kinds of different things, right? That are self-inflicted, that are personal lifestyle choices.
Right.
So the idea is that companies have some control over this because they have control over the environment, and they can also provide incentives for people to be healthier and want to make better choices, and it only helps them. Right. So, yeah, I got a chance to speak to the folks at Insight Incentives and Seitlin Insurance, and what they've done to help get the word out is they put together what's called the Seitlin Corporate Warriors Challenge.
Okay.
So, in a sense, what they're trying to do is tap into that corporate warrior spirit, that idea that, you know, we do like to compete, and companies like to compete with each other. So they're launching it down in South Florida, where they're getting a bunch of companies to come out, get out of the office, out onto the field, and both in athletic and non-athletic type programs, because they want to encourage everybody to get out there, even those who may not want to get involved in sports stuff or competing, because those are the folks we really need to get out there and encourage them to think this is okay and have fun with it. And they're just trying to spread the word about different types of programs that companies can do internally to really help bolster health at work.
And how many companies are interested in this and signing up?
Well, so far, at least when I looked at their list, they at least had 20 or so that I saw. I mean, we're talking companies like Grey Goose Vodka, Bacardi, Humana. I know it's called Safe Hands, the people who make the sanitizer stuff. So there's a good variety of companies that are getting involved. But what they're trying to do, and when I spoke to Shannon Alfonso, the president of their benefits practice, we talked about a couple different types of simple programs that anybody, even a small business, could implement.
What are those?
So, first,
if you're a small business, actually, we'll start with that.
First, it would be points programs. So, just like, you know, frequent flyer miles or simple credit card points, you set up points that incentivize or that get awarded to folks for, you know, getting a dental cleaning or making sure they go to that, you know, annual, yearly physical health screening, or that they involve themselves or get engaged in doing certain types of events like a 5K or something like that. So you get points for doing all these things that are
and then
health oriented,
cash in your points.
And you cash in those for something like a travel gift or whatever it is that you want inside.
Extra day off.
It could be extra day off, all kinds of different things. So that's the most basic, simple version.
I assume it's way too early to ascertain whether this has saved the company's money in terms of healthcare claims.
Well, you know what? The facts, it's hard to track that specifically, but again, when we go back and we know that lifestyle choices have an impact on health claims, we know that you can save on those health claims, you can save on your insurance if you're incentivizing people to be healthy. And again, we know from the Healthways survey that folks, in fact, their physical fitness, their level of health does impact performance and bottom line. So when we know these things, we need to take action on them and not just know them as facts.
Yeah. It even goes down to the snack room or the green room or the kitchen. In certain companies that provide food for their workers, they can make choices on what types of food to provide. Because let's face it, if you're busy and you only have time to run to the kitchen, and, you know, I take Bloomberg News, for example. They have this amazing snack bar with everything. Well, there's healthy stuff, too, but a lot of bad things for you.
You can have good snacks, not just bad snacks.
You know, you're going to likely eat the bad stuff, but if they make those...
You need to make it convenient, you need to make it easy, and you need to incentivize it. And that's what they talk about in these programs, is finding ways to provide incentives to make a healthier choice and make it easier to make that healthier choice.
So we've got points programs, group programs, and then did we talk about individual premium incentives
Individual
yet?
premium incentives is really interesting. So that's where the trend is really going. And what they're saying is they're working with insurance providers to say, you know what, if you in fact participate in healthy activities, like we said, health screenings, going to the gym, and also can demonstrate outcomes from those. So
how would you demonstrate an outcome?
So in other words, reduced cholesterol.
Okay, got it.
Or loss of weight. Or anything where, I'm improving my times or my weightlifting, or any things that you can show are outcomes from your health activities, they'll reduce the premiums you have to pay.
Very nice.
For your insurance that comes out of your check.
But I think the natural question here is, just leave me alone. Like, why are you worried about what my cholesterol is and how much I weigh, And I get it. I get the big picture, but don't you think that's a little bit big brother?
No, I don't, and here's why. Because we spend so much time at work, and the environment that you're in around you impacts how you act and you behave. And when we could do little things to tweak it to orient you towards something that's more healthy and less bad for you,
right,
I think we have a responsibility to do that. I mean, at the end of the day, you need to allow individuals to have their own choice, and I'm all for that. Make your own choices, but provide them opportunities
to make the right choices.
To make those choices.
Good for you, good for me.
Absolutely.
Dr. Woody, thank you so much. Put your website on the screen. And we look forward to your article on this, Integrating Wellness at Work. Thank you so much.